everybody. So I'm so sorry I've been away for so long, and I know I have, but I got sick in the beginning of this month, and I was coughing and coughing and coughing, and then I lost my voice, and so I finally got it back for the most part. I pretty much have it back. So I'm going to be doing my 2011 favorites for you as my first video of 2012, and I have a bunch of videos already recorded that I didn't talk in them, but I'm going to do voiceovers for. I'm doing a new foundation series where I show you all the foundations that I have and kind of let you know the pros and cons of them, how they work with my skin tone, and hopefully help you figure out if it's good for you. But getting straight into my 2011 favorites, I have a lot. This video will probably be long, so if you don't like long videos or if you don't want to see a lot, then you can click out, because this probably will be, and I'll try to go into depth, not too into depth, but at least show you some swatches of the things that I do have, because they're all, I think most of them are readily available, so if you want to go out and get them, then you can. I don't think I have too many limited edition, if any. But the first one I have here, I'm just going to grab, there's no particular order. First one I have here is Amber Diamond, and it's a really, really pretty color, as you can see. It's just really, really nice. This is a swatch for you that I'll show, and as you can see, it's a very smooth, it's not glittery, it's just a nice shimmer sheen that gives you kind of a tannish glow, but it's a really, really pretty highlighter. Okay. Next I have here is actually one eyeshadow from MAC, and this eyeshadow is called Charcoal Brown, and it's a really, really pretty color. I use it, it's not one of those colors that you're like, oh my gosh, so pretty, but it's so versatile. I use it all the time in my outer corner. I use it every day for my eyebrows, and a lot of people use this color, so I really do love that color right there from MAC. The next thing I have here, of course, is my Naked palette right here. And this is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it a bunch of times. I used to use this on my brows, realized that it's not a permanent color, stopped, and now I use it in the crease more often because I finally got my charcoal brown. Okay, so my Naked palette, I've used it so much. I continue to use it. I love this palette. I did finally get the new one, but I didn't get it till 2012, so it's not in my 2011 favorites. But I absolutely love this palette. I think it's the best palette to have if you're starting off, if you like neutrals, even if you don't like neutrals, but you have to go to work and school and stuff. This is the best palette to have. It's great for traveling as well. So I love my Naked palette. The other palettes that I loved this year were my Inglot palettes, and as you can see, they're beautiful. They're such high quality eyeshadows for so cheap. And I love this, and I can't wait to go back to Vegas to pick up more of these. So yeah, those are definitely my favorite of 2011. Moving on, next thing I have here is a blush from Benefit, and it is the Bamba blush, and it is a really pretty pink watermelon color, and it also smells like watermelons. It smells so nice. And it's just a really, really, really nice, pretty pink color that I think could work on all skin tones. So I really do love that. Another thing that I have, that I actually don't have because I had to throw it away because I used it all, and it is the NYC Sunny Bronzer. I use that every day for contour in 2000. Well, not every day, but almost all days in 2011 as contour. I'm not going to buy another one only because I have so many bronzers that I need to use up. So right now I'm using Hoola bronzer, which is also a favorite, but definitely a favorite from 2011 was the NYC Sunny Bronzer. But I'm using Hoola now. That's what I'm using today as a contour. But Sunny was, it was so good, and it's like $3 or so. The next thing I have is my Mercier Universal Loose Setting Powder, Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I use this quite frequently in 2011 when I got it. I got it towards the end of 2011, so not as much of 2011 as some other products, but I love this setting powder. Any setting powder is good, I just really like this one, so there you have it. Sticking with face items, I loved my Makeup Forever Duo Mat. It's actually it's a foundation, but I used it as foundation some days when I just want concealer and like powder and don't really care to put liquid foundation. But this is also a really great setting mattifying powder. It's not heavy, but it does give you coverage. So putting it over a foundation will give you a definite full coverage. So I really do like this a lot for both reasons, setting powder and foundation. Another blush I have here is from Milani, and it is the Luminoso blush, and it comes with a brush as well that I have never used, still in the plastic, but very affordable. Such a pretty peachy gold color. Really loved this. This is the only Milani baked blush I have, but I heard all of them are pretty darn great, so I'm sure you could go for any and be happy. Another one that shouldn't be a surprise is MAC's Warm Soul Mineralized blush. And in the pan, it doesn't look all that great, I guess. It doesn't look so special, but on the skin is so beautiful. On tan skin, it is gorgeous. On light skin, you have to use a kind of lighter hand, but it is gorgeous. It's such a pretty color. I don't know how many times I'm going to say pretty, but it's such a nice color. The gold sheen kind of helps to kind of make a nice highlight as well. So with this, you don't really have to use another highlighter. You can just use it as a blush highlighter combo. Some people also use this to contour if you're light enough, but it is pretty dark if you use a heavy hand. So that's that for you. Next, I have my Chanel Solei Tan de Chanel, and it is the cream bronzer from Chanel, and as you can see, I hit pan. And excuse me, you have to use the right brush and the right hand with this, because it can come off kind of orangey. It smells heavenly, but I use the e.l.f. Sorry, I'm not going to take it out, but I use the e.l.f. flat top powder brush for this, and I use it to kind of bronze my skin up to kind of give a nice color to it when I'm feeling pale. But this is also a good base if you use powder bronzer, because it makes your powder bronzer last a little bit longer. So I love that. Expensive, but well worth it. Another thing that's kind of pricey is the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl. Mine is in number 3. And as you can see, it is a bunch of pearls. It comes with this a puff, and it's just a bunch of multicolored pearls. Some are shimmery, some are matte, and you just throw your brush in it, and it gives such a pretty kind of glow, slight shimmer, but it's nice to highlight or use as a overall setting powder if you want. If you have kind of dry skin and you want a full-on glow, it doesn't make you look like a disco ball, but it's a really nice setting powder if you have dry skin. I have oily skin, so sometimes if I use it, I have to be careful because it can look kind of over the top. But with dry skin, you could use that setting powder and be very happy. But another blush that is also another non-surprise is the NARS Taj Mahal blush, and it is that burnt orange color that looks so scary, even swatched, but used with the NARS Yachio brush. So pretty. Beautiful on tan skin tones. If you're fair, just use a light hand, and it just looks so pretty. It's the best orange blush out there, I believe. Next, I have Cabana Boy by theBalm, and it is a purpley kind of plum magenta color, but it's such a pretty color. Really nice, again, really highly pigmented, but it's a really pretty blush. Another NARS item I have here is a highlighting powder, and it is called Albatross, and it is that pretty white gold highlight. It looks just white in the pan, but on the skin it gives a really nice sheen, glowy and gold sheen, but not over the top. So I really do like that. A dupe for that would be the e.l.f. Gotta Glow It's a really nice dupe, although that one's a little bit more powdery, but it still gives, excuse me, the same amount of color. Next I have here is my Benefit They're Real mascara, and the wand looks like this, and it has the pointed ends, and I use this to the death. And I don't usually use mascaras to the death because I've never fallen in love much with the mascara, but this one was beautiful over another favorite, which is the Shiseido mascara base. These two together are so nice. Really lengthens my lashes. I don't have it on now because this is actually ready to be dumped. I just wanted to show you guys it, but they're really, really nice together. I'm actually trying out right now for the first time the Hypnos Drama from Lancome, and because I know, what's her name, Ray from Review swears on it, and I trust her. Of course I trust her, so I've tried this on. That's what I'm wearing today, and this might be over Benefit They're Real, but for 2011 They're Real is a very good choice. Next, for eyeliner, I fell in love with Maybelline's line Stiletto, and I fell out of love with L'Oreal Linear Intense because L'Oreal Linear Intense didn't seem as black anymore for some reason. It didn't go on as nicely as it used to, so I don't know if they changed formula or whatever. So I found a new love, which is the Maybelline line Stiletto, and mine is in Blackest Black. I have my Revlon lip butters. Surprise, surprise. I only have 4. I'm waiting for Hawaii to stock up on theirs, but I have 4 right here that I got to snag up before the display came out. I was frantically calling all drugstores to see if they had it, and one place had it, so I got 4 that I could get my hands on. I have Cotton Candy, Lollipop, Creamsicle, and Gumdrop. My favorite of all of them is Cotton Candy because it reminds me kind of a lip gloss from MAC that is like, it's pink and has like a gold sheen to it. I can't think of the name of it, but this is what the lipstick is. It's pink with gold like flecks in it, and it's so pretty. I use this very often, and they're very moist. All of them are very moisturizing, very easy to put on. I love them. They're such good quality, and it's a drugstore brand, so good job, Revlon. Next I have here is 2 bases that I have. One is MAC's Painterly Paintpot, which I'm sure you guys have seen before. It's just that nude skin tone base. The other is NYX base in skin tone. That's what that looks like. I love both of these. I use these equally, I think, throughout 2011. Maybe Painterly more because I had it longer. But Painterly is good for pink undertones. The NYX is good for yellow undertones. So Painterly actually matches me better because I have more pinky undertones, believe it or not. Yes, I am full Japanese, but I've always been told that I have more pinky undertones. So Painterly was really good for me. NYX is really good too though because it's highly pigmented and really blanks out your eye color. So it helps shadows to pop and be true to color. So I really liked both, and NYX is just a really nice alternative if you want a cheaper brown. Next I have here is Bobbi Brown Concealer in Natural. It is the creamy concealer. And I hardly use the powder because it's so messy, but when I do, it is nice as well. But that's what it is, and I use this every day to brighten underneath my eyes and also as touch-up all over. It is a nice concealer. It's very pigmented and it's creamy concealer. And I just really like this concealer. So I'm glad I got it at a CCO because I didn't have to pay full price. But I think they just sell it with just the concealer and not the powder, so I'll probably continue to do that instead of buying both, since I hardly use the powder. I'll probably just continue to buy the concealer. Another eyeshadow I found is the NARS Ashes to Ashes eyeshadow. I love this eyeshadow. I bought this during the Sephora Friends and Family sale. I wanted a NARS eyeshadow because I love them, but I wanted one that I would use a lot because these are kind of pricey. So I was watching Michelle 1218's video on NARS, and she recommended this eyeshadow because it's so universal, and it's just one of those shadows that you just put all over your lid, throw on a highlight, mascara, eyeliner, you're done. You don't have to put in a crease color or anything, and that's exactly what it did for me. So I use this a lot when I'm running late for somewhere, if I just want to put something on, for work when I don't even want to, I don't care about doing my makeup, I'm tired, just need to put something on and get out. Really, really nice. So I do like that eyeshadow. I used it quite a lot. Another kind of eyeshadow, so to speak, is the Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill eyeshadow in number 8. And it's those unique eyeshadows that has kind of the pressed thing. It's kind of almost like a pressed, loose pigment, but not really pressed to a form of like a hard eyeshadow. Kind of hard to explain, but they're really pigmented. Very pricey. Thank goodness L'Oreal came out with their infallible eyeshadows, which I have 4, but I'll just show you one of them. And it's the same concept with that little tab thing, and it's just that press thing. And this is the only one I bought from Armani, and it's like a neutral one that I know I'll use a lot, but I'm not going to buy any more because the L'Oreal ones came out and they're just as great. But I really did love that number 8. One lipstick I wore a lot in 2011 is the Cruella de Vil from MAC, the Disney collection, Disney Villains, and this is in Innocence Beware. It's a nice nude color. And another one that I used a lot was from Maybelline, and it is the Make Me Pink, and that's what it looks like. It's a really pretty pink color. Not too pink that you wouldn't be able to wear it every day though. And my lip gloss of choice is the Kitty Couture Dazzle Glass, which I've had for a very long time, but I still use because it doesn't smell funny yet. Yeah, so I love this a lot because it's sheer, but it has such pretty glitters in them, and it just really it's a nice high shine lip gloss. So I like that over any lipstick. And I think that's it, guys. So I hope this wasn't too long, although it probably was. But if you stuck through it, thank you. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. I hope you guys are doing well, and stay tuned for more videos. If you have any requests, please leave them down there or message me. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.